Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Now, we're going to talk about how much crypto do you actually need to become a millionaire in the next bull run, considering right now. Now, right now, we're in the depths of a bear market, as we have been for several months now. So essentially, at this point, Bitcoin at 19,000 and everything is very depressed, with you see Cardano being maybe 1/8 of its original value and everything else down about 90%. So even with the top 10, maybe besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can actually get at least 10x what they are right now. So I do actually think that this high will actually be significantly higher than the next high in terms of price for these top 10 coins. And it will be significantly higher. Now for Bitcoin, I'm looking at 150,000, so I'm looking at about 8x. For Ethereum, I'm looking at possibly 10,000 because it was like 4,000 maximum last time. So I'm thinking twice the last time maximum. But the others are going to have higher multipliers. So barring Bitcoin and Ethereum, I do think if you want $1 million, you probably need to get to basically invest around at least $80,000, $70,000 to $80,000 if you're going to stay within the top 10. And you would only take that option of staying in the top 10 if you want to mitigate risk in crypto. Obviously, the risk in crypto is way higher than AAA blue chip stock companies. But it is still, I think, acceptable to most people because if you diversify within the top 10 and top 10 only, like if you buy some BNB, XRP, ADA, Solana, even a little bit of Doge, which I think actually will do pretty well in the next bull run. I think if you buy $80,000, spread it around those coins, there's very little chance they'll go to zero, and there's a good chance that all of them will actually rise up in the next bull run, and you'll get $1 million, but you need $80,000. Now, $80,000 is a lot of money. Most people just don't have that much lying around the house. So what if you go down further? What if you go all the way to like the 20 to 50 range? Like if you buy some FTT, if you buy some Near, you buy some Atom, you buy some Algo, don't buy Luna C, you buy some QNT, you buy some VET and some of these other things. What happens then? Well, stuff like Near and Atom, I believe can go way more than 10x because 30 billion, let's just take Near, $28 billion will not even get you into the top 10 during a bull run. At least I don't think it will. It might, but I do actually think that for these things, like you can see Near is like $20.47. The high for Atom is $44. Like I think like the further you go down, the higher you can actually go. Like something for VET, like around 30, like 38, you have 2 cents and 26 cents. If this goes to like, 50, 60 cents or 70 cents, you can get like 30x. And at that point, you need about $30,000 to get to $1 million. So if you actually, invest in things like QNT, you invest in things like VET, HBAR, definitely, that's one to look at. Sand, which is a pretty good metaverse, CHZ, Elrond maybe even, and like you go into the top 100, Miota, like BTT. PancakeSwap is another one to actually look at. If you actually look at PancakeSwap, for it to like even reach Uniswap's market cap right now, it would have to go really, really high. So I think you need about $30,000, get about 30x in this kind of like maybe like 30 to like 75 range to actually get $1 million. Now you might be saying like, well, I don't have $30,000 lying around. Well, then you're going to have to take greater risk. Now, there is the moon category, which is basically things like safe haven, which entail a lot of risk, or even things like Vita Inu or something like that, which is a meme coin that can actually go really, really high. But the failure rate for meme coins is something like 80, 90%. So you have a 10% chance of turning like $6,000 into $1 million, but like a 90% chance of losing all of it. Safe haven, I think, is a little bit safer, only 2.5 million market cap. So even if it goes to, let's say, 200 million, which in a bull run is definitely not out of the question, you have 100x and you can make $1 million out of $10,000. Now, you're going to have to find several gems like this down here for it to actually work. If you put everything into like one coin, like Safe Haven, you might not get anything at all, or you might lose the money. I would say like, the chance of you losing the money is at least probably 40-50% here if you put like $10,000 in. And then like, the chance of you making $1 million, maybe 10-20%. So the odds may not actually be in your favor. But if you go down this far where the market cap's only $2.5 million and you're looking at maybe like $250 million market cap, and that's all you really need. So like at a $250 million market cap in the next bull run, it won't even be close to the top 100 in terms of market cap. Like right now, top 100 is around 350 million. I think like it'll be around $1 billion at least market cap to even get into the top 100. So safe haven could be like number 200 in the next bull run, and you can still make $1 million out of $10,000, which I think is very much possible. But the thing is, like, you would have to find several gems like SHA to like diversify into. Maybe you want to diversify into like some into safe haven, something like Vita Inu, or like have a few a few like meme coins thrown in there as well. Maybe you want some Kusama, because that's basically a smaller version of Dot, more or less. It's like Dot's testbed. That could be really good. So, or like a Gala or Ultra or something like that. I think like if you invest down here, you just spread it out. I think you can probably get away with like maybe 10, 15, $20,000 to make a million. But I think the best overall strategy is to combine the three categories, like some of the blue chips, some of the top 10, what some people would call the blue chips, some like in the middle, and like some in the bottom. So if you spread out like 50% like in the top 10, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then you maybe do 25% in the range of 30 through 70, and then you do 25% in safe haven, and like safe haven and other kind of like moon bags like that. I think you probably need somewhere close to like like $25,000, maybe $35,000 to make $1 million. And I think essentially you're hoping for somewhere between 20 and 30x to make $1 million. And I think like if you have a diversified portfolio like that, you have very little chance of losing everything. And in worst case scenario, you'll at least make some money. You might not make the $1 million, but you might actually make some money. And I think that's a pretty decent strategy when it comes to crypto. Now, obviously, crypto is just generally more risky than like AAA blue chip stock market picks, but that's just the way this market is. You're not going to find that kind of safety and kind of like those kind of returns. So that's kind of like how much money you need to make $1 million in the next bull run. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.